Now, page 4, the global beacon of socialism. The man who personifies anti-American, anti-constitutional principles is the same man who had not delivered a major speech since leaving the office of the presidency, that is, until now, Barack Obama. 44th president traveled to South Africa to proffer his warped views of world events and how he would like to see geopolitical events unfold. Yes, indeed, he took some thinly veiled swipes at President Trump, but that's to be expected. What was more stunning was his unabashed cheerleading for a radical failed ideology that runs counter to the United States Constitution. Obama goes to a foreign country to whine and complain about so-called income inequality. Then he doubled down on this attack on the free markets by pushing the socialist economic heroin, basic universal income. This idea of giving people a government stipend is straight out of the mindset of Marx and Hegel. Government will give you money. Government will give you a job. Government will give you health care. Government is the solution to all. This from the man who sat in the Oval Office here in the United States for 8 years as the so-called leader of the free world.
But we can learn from the last 70 years that it will not involve unregulated, unbridled, unethical capitalism.
Stop the tape. Yeah, we can't have unbridled capitalism. Capitalism, by the way, is a term that comes from the Soviet Union, the communist era, if you will. And, of course, somebody like Barack Obama is going to use that term. It's the free markets. The framers of the Constitution built our society on three notions, and that is economic mobility, the ability to move up and down in class, the notion of separation of powers, and federalism. Economic mobility is crucial in a free market society. And so what Barack Obama is arguing for is limited, if any, economic mobility at all, at least government control of my economic mobility, my ability to rise from lower class to middle class, even though we're not a class system here in this country, although Barack Obama will say that we're not. But the economic mobility allows us to go from being poor to rich and rich to poor. It is crucial in our society, in a free market society. And Barack Obama is standing there in South Africa arguing against it. Roll tape.
It also won't involve old-style command and control socialism from the top.
Stop the tape. I speak Obama-ese after analyzing this guy for 8 years out of the Oval Office. And what he's saying there, he's saying publicly, oh, we can't do socialism, but it's exactly what he's arguing in favor of. And what he's saying is, we can't do it the old hammer and sickle way. We need to do it the Saul Alinsky way. So in other words, they're trading the hammer and sickle for a suit and tie. Weave your way into government and destroy the free market society of the United States from within, not from without. And he's advocating this now on a global scale. It's anarchy. It's anarchy in a suit and tie. Roll tape.
It didn't work very well. For almost all countries, progress is going to depend on an inclusive market-based system, one that offers education for every child.
Stop the tape. So essentially what he's arguing for here is an authoritarian government-run society, which is what Barack Obama was trying to impose on this country for 8 long years. He's not out there arguing for liberty and the torch of liberty and the Statue of Liberty. No. He's not arguing for freedom. He's not arguing for other nations to accept a document like the United States Constitution. He's not the beacon of freedom and liberty that the United States should have in a former president. He's arguing for the destruction of this country and the imposition of socialism on other nations across the globe. Roll tape.
That protects collective bargaining and secures the rights of every worker. That breaks up monopolies to encourage competition in small and medium-sized businesses and has laws that root out corruption. and ensures fair dealing in business, that maintains some form of progressive taxation.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.